Has nothing to do with that. Hey, yo, what's up, investors? Who's your new girl, investors? Who's the new one on the team, player pimp? Silver? Hold on. Nah. You gotta go back to NQ. You stay over there. Stay over there with NQ. Stay over there with NQ. Dude, Silver is good, man. Silver's that girl that, you know, like you hear them stories on the internet where the girl just basically has like the dude just paying for everything, buying her trips, paying for her friends, paying for her meals, and she still didn't give it up. Yeah, that's Silver. It's just too good. The idea of it is too good. But when you actually get it, it's dangerous as hell. Silver is good, man. Silver is too freaking good. That's why I can't even go back to gold. I don't even see gold as a threat no more. Gold doesn't even imply real pressure for me to even come back over there. Shit, I might even find a replacement for gold. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, what's up, Alfred? Hey, man. You see all them, like, dude, either Silver is gonna pay you or she gonna blow your account, man. There's no in between that. Hey, what's up, Santiago? And Alfred, yeah, Copper sent me the nudes, and the nudes were looking right. They were looking right. So I was able to close out the week with a win. Copper sent the nudes, and the nudes were looking right. I didn't have to worry about no bullshit. You see the range, you see the break, you see the pullback, and all I needed was a small piece of this move right here to make my maximum daily profit in the account. Only risking $270 to make $550, and I could have made more. I think this whole move was like $1,200 on one contract, or not 12, 20. It was $2,800, which, I mean, that's a lot of work for just $2,800, but I don't need this. I just needed that small little piece. So that break and pullback trade, baby, she sent the news and the news was looking right. And so, yeah, Copper brought the account back. So I don't have to trade half size position or none of that. She said, baby, I got you. You see where I got this range right here? You see how I broke structure? She sent me the DM. He's like, yeah, come look at the charts, baby. I'm ready. So, dude, as soon as I thought about it, as soon as she sent the DM, I went to the charts and saw that Price was already in the range. Man, I got into this shit. I took a little bit of drawdown. But she said, no, don't worry about that, baby. I got you. I was like, baby, you got me? She's like, baby, I got you. I'm trying to be on your team. I'm trying to help you build, baby. I'm trying to help you build, baby. I was like, all right, baby. All right. I'm gonna put my trust in you, baby. I'm gonna put my trust in you. And she came through for your boy. She came through. I mean, it got so messy. I mean, shit. She left all that. She left all that mess right there. Look at all that. She left all that, and all I needed was this, and I was done. But it was she was so nasty with it. She did all this, and I was like, baby, damn, baby, damn. Yo, copper could be the replacement for gold, man. Like I said, the only thing that I hate about gold is that sometimes when I have to take a short, sometimes it's just stupid. It wants to overshoot sometimes, or like since gold and silver is so popular now. Gold, like I said, I have to trade with a 54 tick stop on gold. On micros. And I traded one mini contract, only risked 22 ticks. Didn't even need the whole 22 ticks. It barely, like, I was in drawdown like maybe 10 ticks. 10 ticks. It got nowhere near my stop, and I was in profit. I mean, she came through for your boy, so now she on the team. Gold might get kicked off. We'll see. Because shit, ain't no point trading silver or gold over silver. I mean, silver gonna be the main bitch. I mean, that's just what it's gonna be. Silver's gonna be the main bitch. So gold got replaced the same way NASDAQ got replaced. And since copper is doing what I need her to do right now, without none of the bullshit, yeah, I mean, shit, I really don't see a point in trading gold no more. We'll see. I mean, copper came through. She brought the account back. And this is the account that I was talking about where I just took 3. This is what gold did to me. Gold, I mean, shit, it came back and stopped me out. It stopped me out again right here. It did this yesterday. You see that I kind of put more risk on to try to make back this, and it stopped me out. And then here comes silver right here, bringing your boy back. Took out these 2 losses, so only thing I lost was this $600 right here. So actually, not really. Yeah, I only lost $200 this week. So yeah, copper brought your boy back, so she on the team now. But all right, we're gonna try. I'm gonna look for a silver position. And my silver trade did get hit last night. You see what I'm talking about with silver? She likes to play games and shit sometimes. While I'm on stream, she doesn't want to. She don't want to help me out. So you see how she came back and hit it? Or that's not. Was that the one? Which one was it? Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was this right here. Yeah, she came back and hit it and dumped, and then she did exactly what I thought she would do. She came back, rejected, tried to break out, and then super dumped. So yeah. But it doesn't matter. I already made the money in the account, so it's not like. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can find a trade on silver. Oh, what we talked about yesterday, you know how I was saying that I was trying to look for a more aggressive strategy on silver. So it's crazy, but Pine Tree Trader released a video this morning, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I watched it. And using the inside bar strategy. And I was looking at it and I was like, dude. Well, first, shout out to Pine Tree for sharing that strategy. I can definitely, and I think Santiago was telling me about this same type of strategy that his son kind of used to something similar, with the 5 minute candle, using like if it breaks, pulling back to 50% of that candle using the wicks, and then taking the entry there. After it breaks the candle, it pulls back, takes a 50 of that, and then goes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna test that out. I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna test it out. So we can get. I'm probably getting an account probably just dedicated to that style of trading and see what we can really do with it. Because if we put the candle, because I got it set up and I'm looking at it, and it does look like you'll win more than you'll lose, especially if you have like quick scalp targets. They're not too big. You can definitely get yeah, this strategy can definitely work, especially if you get this like if you get the inside candle inside supply or demand, it's looking like it's actually a really great valuable scalping strategy. I mean, you'll lose sometimes, obviously, with all strategies, but I mean, as long as you're keeping your wrist tight, it shouldn't be that bad. We'll test it out. We'll test it out. You say you have it for the 1 hour? Okay. You said that of course. Dude, Alfred, I don't tolerate that type of shit. I don't tolerate that. That's what gives me my power. I don't tolerate shit that brings me down. If you're not on the team to help build, you out of here, man. I don't like all them love stories and all that shit. It seems like we've been talking about that a lot lately. Maybe someone just needs to hear this shit. Maybe somebody's going through this in their personal life, because it seems like we keep coming back to this topic. But if you're not on the team, you're not helping me build the empire, you gotta get the fuck off. I don't love, like, dude, love is evil for real. Because if love can make you disregard your purpose, make you throw away your dreams, and chase something that doesn't want you, chase something that's destructive, then I ain't with none of that shit. None of it. All right. And it's crazy to I was thinking about it this morning, as crazy as it was. Because I guess I was thinking about how Copper and how she helped your boy out this morning. And I was like, man, that's the beauty of having the right woman on your team, man. It's the beauty of having the right woman on your team. Because it brought me back to a situation where, I just got out. I think I was like 19 or 20. I didn't necessarily understand what had happened with this girl I just got out of a relationship with. I'm talking about, this is when, at the time I didn't realize it, but this was the lowest part. This was me at the lowest part of my life. 4:15. The lowest part. And the reason, and I didn't realize it's because I was with this girl. Talking about toxic, fighting, arguing, all kind of shit. I didn't realize that, man. No one didn't provide the correct guidance. I mean, we didn't have the internet back then. Well, we didn't have social media back then. And people sharing all the information that they share now. So now, I mean, at the time, I didn't understand what was going on. I understand completely what went on. I understand that when it comes to women, like how people would say that if a woman dates a man her senior, the guy is a creep, or whatever. But that's actually the most ideal situation for a young woman. Like a woman in her 20s, she needs to be dating somebody in her 30s. She needs to, because that's exactly what she wants. A girl really wants her father. Low key. She wants a father figure. And it happened to me. It happened to my brother, where both of our previous relationships, they were cheating, or they were having, because I don't like to use that word, cheating. I don't like using that word. They were messing around with older guys, guys that were already established. I didn't know who I was competing with. Someone that already had their resources in order. They had their house, they had a vehicle, car, finances, everything in order. And as a young man that didn't have anything, the only thing I can compete with is my you know what. But outside of that, I had nothing else to offer. And that's what I was competing with. I just didn't understand it. So that was like the lowest point in my life. Lowest. And a very powerful moment happened during that time frame. And I was talking to this other female, and then she asked me, why I wasn't with this girl anymore. And it took me to a really, really, really dark place. I remember it like it was yesterday, because it was just that deep of an experience where I was talking about it and I was reliving everything that I was telling her. And she noticed that, and she noticed it. And she touched me. And when she touched me, it broke me out of that illusion and broke me out of that spell. And she said, it's okay. I understand. And at that moment, I didn't understand it at that moment. But it's a great thing that that memory was stored. It's kind of like it was stored because I didn't understand it at the time, but I understand it now. And I look back and I really appreciate that moment, because it really just shows the power of just having the right woman beside you. One woman literally brought me down to my darkest moments. And another woman brought me back. And I was like, dang. And so I always advocate, once I was able to kind of build my way out of that, I always advocate, don't ever put yourself in a situation where a woman just brings you down. That shit is not cute. It's destructive. It's the story of Cleopatra. She will bring your entire empire down, and you will be the one to blame because you allowed it to happen. The story of Cleopatra, she destroyed 2 kingdoms. She destroyed the first one because he was deeply in love, and he disregarded his dream, and he started to chase her. And that was destruction of the first empire. And then what did she do? I have him already. Now I want to conquer another empire. She went to another empire, conspired with the emperor of that empire to destroy the first one. As crazy as this sounds, I don't understand why men will do this. Why would you marry, or why would you begin a serious relationship with a woman that you just quote unquote stole from another man? She literally jumped from him to you. Why does that make any kind of sense? But that it happens. And so what did she do? She destroyed his empire, and she became empress of both. That story is symbolic to what a man allows a woman to do to his empire. If you're foolish enough to allow her to do it, unfortunately, and as cruel as it sounds, it is your fault. And there's nobody to blame. There will be no karma towards her because you gave her permission to do it by allowing her to stay in your presence, by allowing her to stay in your proximity, and you gave her access to your empire, your throne. So there will be no karma. And that was the one thing that I had to understand, because I was like, how can someone, I'm not going to sit here and say I was perfect. I did some things, but you know how women go. They go deep and it's dirty. It's almost to the point to where it's like, damn, bitch. Do I need to throw you off a cliff type shit, But because a woman do what she'll do is personal. She'll sleep with your best friend if given the opportunity to get back to you. But good thing I did. Well, good thing that didn't happen because that. Yeah, anyway, that's not the point. But the whole time I was like, how can I was worried about, her getting her karma back. Like, she's gonna pay for what she did to me type shit, blah, 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 blah. But nothing happened to her because of me, because I allowed her to do it. I didn't leave. I kept coming back. I kept saying, baby, let's work this shit out. And that gave her the permission to continue to do what she was doing. So now, and when it comes to my relationships, I don't tolerate none of that shit. I don't tolerate it not one bit. I make it very clear at the beginning of the relationship what I expect. And I make it very clear what you can expect from me. If we choose to be exclusive, that's what I expect. If we are just having a good time with each other, we know what it is, then that's what I expect. I don't expect you to be quote unquote exclusive to me if that's not something that's agreed upon. I don't believe in that sucker for love type shit. I just don't. There needs to be clear communication. There needs to be boundaries. There needs to be standards. And if that's not there, then I'm just not going to be a part of that shit. And I mean it. I don't give anybody permission to move against me at all. Nobody. Not even my own damn kids will have permission to move against me because they will get cut off. I don't play that shit. Oh, this is my kids, but you will get cut off. I don't play that shit. Even my own mama can get it. And I mean that shit. I'm playing, but I mean that shit. I don't expect my mom to ever do it, but I'm not going to accept it from my mama neither. So, no, I don't tolerate that shit at all. It's zero tolerance. So I guess somebody needed to hear that shit. Now, hopefully you hear it. Hopefully this helps you. Because we've been talking about it a lot. So hopefully it helps. But anyway. Now, with the NASDAQ, that's why it's like, well, the NASDAQ was the only option. I mean, ain't nobody was moving like the NASDAQ, so you had to tolerate that shit. I mean, you had to tolerate that. But now, gold, as soon as gold started moving like the NASDAQ and better with the price action, she replaced the NASDAQ, and it was just that quick. Gold is moving crazy. So copper, she said that she got me. She said that I'm not with none of that crazy price action. I'm not with none of that. If you short that supply, I'm just going to blow through it. And from what I've seen back testing her, she's tick perfect. That's why I can have a small stop with a big target. So we'll see if she continues to do that. Hopefully copper doesn't get popular and then she's forced to change. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll see. Yeah, what's up, Tony? What's up? Yeah, that's definitely true, man. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. Damn right. All right, so let's see if we can get this this limit filled here. I do have the bar. Well, we'll do it in the practice account. I mean, I guess we'll turn it to the 5 minute because I do got this on the. Well, let's see. What's that? Let's see. Because so far, if you took that 5 minute break, it didn't necessarily pull back to the 50% of that candle. Well, actually, well, okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see. And I might need NinjaTrader for this. I might have to do this on NinjaTrader because I don't necessarily trust I don't necessarily trust Project X to do something like that. $88, $860. $88, $860. $88. I guess we're about to see then, huh? Damn, you know what? Looking at the 5 minute, this could be a short actually. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. And the CVD is like super negative though. All right. So what OPEX is today? All right, let's see if we can get this this limit filled here without too much of a hassle. But the 5 minute does look super bearish. Hopefully this doesn't get ran through. Yeah, like 2 tries, man. Give yourself like 2 tries. You getting a 25K account next week? Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. What instrument do you plan on trading, Tony? Speak it into existence. Write it down. Do it every day. But you already said that you journal every day. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about this morning, but with the many payouts that, I've gotten so far, I still believe, or believe is a very strong word. I still get anxious when it's time to get a payout, as crazy as that sounds. Still get anxious when I get to the last day. I'm overthinking things. My identity gets put into question. I'm already running scripts to protect my ego just in case things doesn't go my way. And I still have I still have the deal with those emotions. I mean, they're not as powerful as they used to be. Where I would do anything I would try to brute force my way into a payout, or I would brute force my way into trying to get what I want. But what I found, the best way to deal with that is just to deal with it. It's okay. I mean, even though it's not going to feel this way, obviously emotions are stronger than logic for a reason. But when I try to tell myself it's okay, it's okay. Unfortunately, I didn't get it this time. the best thing to do with that energy is to kind of go back and review and see what happened. The great thing about the markets is that the same thing happens over and over and over and over and over and over again. Same thing happens. And so you take a screenshot of the setup, store it in like a, I don't know, in a cloud service or something. You can come back and look at it and see what happens. And then if you see that same setup setting up, in the future, you kind of have an idea of what could happen in that situation. Because 9 times out of 10, the markets kind of do the same thing over and over again. It's machines, it's computers that are taking these trades. I promise you that they're not effective if they have complicated instructions. So they do the same thing over and over and over again. All right, so let's see. Seems like the market is wanting to decide if it wants to allow me to participate in a move higher here. Okay. Are you going to the office next week? Well, Tony, how do you trade gold? What is your go-to strategy for gold? Come on, Silver. You ain't gotta be a nasty witch right now. You can just let me participate in this, you know? Okay. You look for, okay, so, well, nice. Well, that's definitely a breakout right there. I guess I could trade the pullback, but I guess I could trade the pullback. I'm gonna leave my limit where it's at. I'm not gonna chase gold, or I'm not chasing. I'm not gonna chase silver. I'm not gonna chase it. If it doesn't hit the limit, then it just wasn't meant to be. All right. I think I have to start looking at it that way too. All right, so here comes the pullback. So we could potentially see price pop up here, potentially, but I guess I'm not gonna chase silver. Just not gonna chase it. Yeah, okay. All right, so there goes that pop right there. There goes the pop. All right, there goes the pullback. Mm, mm. All right, well. Mm, 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 mm. I mean, on the charts, on the charts. Okay. Damn. 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 Okay. Damn. I guess in that situation, chasing silver would have been. I mean, that pullback trade was a viable trade, though. I just didn't execute on it. 98. Mm. I mean, we could see a break right there. Okay. Okay. Man, what a beautiful move on silver. Um. mm, well, yeah, those are two minor lows. I mean, yeah, because that's the low that actually took the high out. That's the low that took the high out, not that. So. Oh. Oh. Oh, my bad, Tony. You said that, my bad. Okay. So you basically so do you do like how many candles do you trail? I do see a lot of older traders. They kill two candles back as an example. Do you implement the same strategy? Oh. Equilibrium. In a few minutes, I'll get back down real quick. 88,790. I think I need to. I mean, I guess I know what I need to do. I just prefer not to do it. Prefer not to do it. Mm. I mean, there's no. I mean, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that though, but I wouldn't do that. Hmm. 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 Let me see what happens here. I don't want to take. Well, this trade may work, but I want to see what happens here. I mean, there's this range. That's like the 50% of it. Hmm. I mean, that is a failed breakout too. I just realized that trading NASDAQ, I gotta, sometimes I forget that breakouts matter. Breakout attempt matters. So that's a failed breakout right there above that high. So that's a failed breakout. So that means that we could see, oh yeah, so that's a break, that's a range break retest. We're seeing the drop. So this could be this, we'll see. Ooh. Hey, yo, what's up, Cave Trader? Hold on, guys. Let me get my daughter real quick. So I don't know why that's not. I don't know why that's not working. It's not. It's not working. Guess I'm gonna have to look at that later on. This just didn't go in the direction I was thinking of. Well, I mean, I guess if it hit it the first time. Hmm. 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 Okay. You said it didn't close from the spread. Wow. Hmm. I mean, I'm looking at the. I mean, I'm looking at this chart right now, seeing that copper is in a. Well, not copper. Seeing that silver is in a downtrend, and I'm trying to catch a bottom. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Mm. Mm. Hold on. Mm. Damn, dude. Damn. Okay, Silver. Silver meant that shit. Well, Silver meant that shit. Mm. Such weakness. Yeah, I don't know. Dang, Silver was not playing apparently. She was not playing. The inside bar strategy that I'm looking at right now, if you took that inside bar strategy or short, you had no drawdown and the market just tanked. Yo, congratulations on that, Tony. And yeah, lock it up. Yeah, lock it up if you can. Lock that shit up. Mm. 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 Okay. All right, I'm getting one more 50K Top Step account. I'm gonna get one more, and this is it. And this account, this is gonna be the no holds bar account, man. No daily loss limit, no nothing. No daily loss limit, no nothing. You're gonna get this shit, man. Feel like hmm, oh. Nah, J Stores, I missed it. I missed it. I missed it. But if you caught Pine Trees, shit, Pine Traders silver video this morning, actually I'm gonna probably post it in the link. I'm gonna post it in the link real quick. Um, if you watched the video today, you know the crazy thing is, I sat there and looked at the inside bar candle form. I sat there and I looked at it. I just did like, dude, I have this problem where, damn it, if the market is doing something that I don't want it to do, I will super disregard the shit, dude. I will just super disregard it. Hold on. Yeah, so Pine Tree Trader released this video this morning. Dropping in the chat. No problem, Tony. No problem. That's what we're here for. To empower each other. To empower each other. That's why we're here for. I mean, that's what we're supposed to do, man. You know, as men. I mean, we no longer live in a time. Hey. Anyway, we no longer live in a time where we have to compete with each other. There's enough resources for everybody. The rising tide can lift everybody's boat. All right, so I just posted in the chat the link for under the shop. Now let me know if y'all guys can see that link, because I don't see it on my side. But anyway, okay, there it is. I was like, dude, where the hell is the link at? Must be super delayed. Anyway, Pine Tree Trader posted that, and if you actually took that trade, you would have caught this drop. No drawdown, no nothing. So I was looking at it for him, and I was thinking, maybe just take the trade. I was like, nah. It goes against what I wanted to do right now, so I'm not going to take it. And I fought the market, and the market won. Yet again. Yet again. It's called the inside outside bar indicator on TradingView. It's called PA. The one that I'm using is called PA. Where it just colors the bar. I don't need it to market or nothing. I just needed to color the bars. Oh, no. It broke from so it pulls back. So it made the inside bar. I mean, I guess technically, yeah, it kind of did, probably, maybe. Well, let me turn this to the 5-minute candle. I'm gonna turn this to the 5-minute candle. Because I'm gonna show you exactly the 5-minute candle that it did it. So this 5-minute candle turned into an inside candle. And if you took the break of that trade right there, you caught this entire move. You didn't even take no drawdown. None whatsoever. So we're gonna test this out. We're gonna play this. And if I was on silver, man, this move right here on silver, dude, if you caught this on silver, yo, congratulations, man. Congratulations, because let's see how big this move is. From the break of that candle was around 89,260, 89,260, 89,260. So from 89,260, that was about a 542 tick move to the downside, which gives you on one contract. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? You made $13,000 on this drop. $13,000 on this drop. And if you just trailed the candles, I mean, at some point you got to take profit somewhere. But well, I guess that goes to show. Yeah, dude, it definitely is, man. Tony, I'm so surprised that you still trade Forex, honestly, with all the craziness that goes on over there. It didn't really take me long to decide that, yeah, I don't need to ever trade Forex. Smith took a jab at it, and all the amount of stress that he was under, just for the amount of money he made, I was like, bro, just bring that money over here to futures, man. You ain't trying to gotta be cute with it. But if the futures market is that like what, crack cocaine, The Forex market is definitely that heroin. It's definitely that heroin for real. Silver is that Fenny, that fentanyl. All right. If this thing closed as an inside bar, which is probably will. We're gonna trade the break of it then. If it closes as an inside bar. Probably not gonna, I mean, if it takes out this high, it won't be an inside bar. Okay, so yeah, it's no longer an inside bar now. It took that high out. And honestly, another inside bar happened on the 5-minute. If I was paying attention to it, I would have caught that one too. And so I mean, honestly, this inside bar strategy, it was this one right here. So it missed my target, or it missed my entry right here by, I don't know how many ticks, but it missed the entry. It pushes higher. So I mean, there was a lot of things that, I could have done differently. A lot of things. I did see the pullback. I could have just got in at the pullback. And the one thing, the reason why I'm gonna have this, I'll probably get I don't want to trade. I don't want to make $6,000 or $9,000 anymore. So I'm just gonna have to rock it out with a 50K, because I don't want to do that much work anymore. I don't want to make $6,000 to pass the eval, because that's going to be $6,000. Then I have to make an additional $3,000. So I have to make $9,000 before I can get a payout. With my Blue Sky account. So before, I didn't read the current documentation for Blue Sky, but I would not recommend trading Blue Sky. And it's not because they don't pay out or anything like that. Is the current documentation, for whatever reason, I can only, so it's a daily payout, but I can only take $3,000 per week. $3,000 per week on the biggest account, and it goes down from there. So in 10 days, so I have to trade that account a minimum of 10 days. And I have to make $24,000. So I basically made $24,000 just to get to the live funded side, to only, I guess they added an extra step between being a live trader. So it's like their sim funded trader. Now, I guess they added that. And from that account, you can only take $3,000 per week. Which was a complete waste of my time. And I would also say it would be a complete waste of your time. And that's why I just kind of wanted to get the $3,000 in that account, take the payout, and just kind of be done with that account. But I kind of blew it before that. But yeah, 10 days in that account, 24K, and I have nothing to show for it. So I will no longer be trading with Blue Sky ever again. As long as they have those rules, I will not trade with them. And that's what kind of set the stage for my thought process now. I'm looking at accounts. I'm looking at how much money that I need to make before I can start making money. And I have no desire for bigger accounts anymore. With silver, you can get to gold really quick with silver. But it's definitely a double-edged sword. So if I get a bigger account, if I get another like 150K with I get another 150K, so let me see how much 27 ticks is, because I want to kind of keep the same strategy, but I have to risk $700 per trade if I keep the 27 ticks of risk, or maybe I can just maybe hold on, 35 times 3, 405. Maybe if I trade, but then $9,000 into a 5, I had to make $1,800 a day. So either I had to rock it out with silver and accept each trade at $700. So if I have $4,500 of drawdown, $700, that means I blow the account in 6 trades. I would have to accept that risk. And that's going to make me hesitate on good trades, because I say that because I hesitate on good trades because of that already. I don't like the idea of losing $700. I don't like that. It used to be $450, but now it's $7. The price went up since silver is so popular now. And in 72 ticks, I think it's like what, $1,300, or let me see how much it is. And let me see. It might be $1,800 actually. I might make 1,800 with 72 ticks. Yeah, it's $1,800. Okay. Hmm. I have to think about that. And that means I would definitely have to stop out. I'll think about that over the weekend. But I'm definitely not going to get 20K accounts anymore. I'm definitely not going to get that for the big drawdown. I'm not trading that. I think the only account that I'm going to maintain is the futures desk account, because the one thing about with Blue Sky is that they give you the $5,000 and then they put you in an account with only 3,500. At least with the futures desk, if I have $6,000 of funds, I can carry that $6,000 over. So I have a $6,000 balance. Unless they change it. So I'll keep that account. But I'm not trading with Blue Sky anymore. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro. Well, actually, technically, I guess it's not a live account. Technically. It's not a live account. It's their sim funded. So I guess their reasoning is that since a lot of people were complaining about the transition from when they make the buffer to the live account, they put in that sim funded. So they basically have 4 phases over there. So honestly, I really don't even yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. I guess if that works for some people, it works, but it doesn't work for me. So I won't be trading with them. And it sucks because it's a good firm. I like the idea of having, a static drawdown. I absolutely love that idea. I'm just waiting for that next inside candle to form. That's all I'm waiting on. But we might see another drop, maybe. Because with that big move like that, to the downside. Um, there's definitely bears waiting up there. There's definitely bulls trapped, looking and hoping for break even. If they have, well, I mean, shit, you need like $50,000 to hold the position overnight. So I'm assuming anybody that's still holding this would be able to afford the drawdown. I guess I can also do the strategy on micros or the 50K. All right, let's see if we can get this let's see if we can get this to work here. All right, if this closed as an inside candle, and for those that are just that still unfamiliar with the term, it's just a candle that closes inside the previous candle. That's all it is. As soon as it breaks it, this is no longer an inside candle. What the indicator does is just colors it so you don't, so in real time you'll be able to see it. Mm. 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 Yeah, no. I hope not. I hope not. Looks like we got a 5-minute fair value gap up there too. So, oh, actually, yeah, it's right there, isn't it? It's actually marked that. For the fair value gap traders right there. Got a fair value gap right there. This is the 50% of the fair value gap. We'll see if the market, well, let me make sure I got this thing correct first. The low of that candle is 88.710. The high of this candle is 88.140. All right. So this is an imbalance area. Oh. So now all we have to do is look for the market to rebalance this area. And we'll see if the 50% is going to work out here. We'll see. We also have another fair value gap right here. 89 250. And the high of that candle is 89 335. Okay. Enjoy yourself, J Stores. All right, we'll see if this one closes. There's an inside candle. But I'm looking for a short though. I'm not looking for a long. Hmm. Yeah. It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do. And that movie's a classic, man. When you talk about classic, dude, it gets no. I really can't think of another movie that's a classic like Friday. That movie's a classic, man. Can't think of no other movie that has the same type of pull that Friday got. And you know what, J Stores? I mean, yeah, that's absolutely right, man. That used to be the stigma. Absolutely right. But this is allegedly, obviously. Allegedly, you know, I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't care to know them either. But the whole drug use thing about, I guess at one point in time, maybe it was true, or maybe it was a stereotype. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. But allegedly, these tech CEOs are on, what is it called, ketamine or some shit like that. They're on these stimulants, these drugs, and they're supposed to be, you know, the smartest among us, and they do drugs. So that's definitely not true. But like I said, it's alleged. I don't know. It allows them to quote unquote escape this physical reality so they can enter their mind and find quote unquote unlock certain secrets that's going to move the world forward, to be able to innovate, to become creative. They use marijuana, ketamine, hallucinogens. LSD is a popular one that people like to talk about. Also, what is it? Asawanda, or what is it? Ashwagandha or some shit like that. The THC drug too. So that whole stigma is no longer true. At least I don't believe it to be true. I just feel that, oh shit. All right, there goes the inside candle right there. So either we're gonna look for the break. No, don't do it yet. No, no, no. Come on, Top Step with the. What's up with this thing not? Ah, shit. I would have to put the candle. Oh, damn. That's a lot. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do that. Oh my God. I can't do that. I probably have to do this with one contract. All right. So there goes the inside candle. Give me a second, guys. Come on, boo. Come on. Work. All right. Let's see what they do here. Let's see what they do. Yeah, I can't get this thing. I can't get this thing 80 ticks. That would be account suicide right there on, especially on silver. I think what I'll probably do though is we'll see what happens, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Nice. Nice. All right, let's see if it'll let me get back in this. All right, so nine ticks probably might be too tight. It might be too tight. Nice. All right, so yeah, I can't give this thing 80 ticks, man. Man, come on, Silver. Oh my God. Silver. Come on. Dude, no fucking way, bro. No way. No. Oh, no. No way. Oh my God. No way. Oh my God. Oh man. No. 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 Oh my. Silver, you bitch. You bitch. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Silver, how could you? How could you? Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh man. Silver, how could you? How could you do this to me? Oh man. Hey. Oh, did you? Shrooms? I mean, I've already shared this with you guys, but the first time, I mean, it's crazy that we keep coming back to this situation. I mean, it was around that same time, but the first time that I actually First time that I actually tried marijuana. The first time. Man, that was a trip. I would say that it was the most powerful moment of my life. It was the most powerful. I can see why um the government back then did not want anybody to uh smoke weed at all. Anyway, my daughters like to test me sometimes. You get mean, daddy. Anyway, it was the most powerful moment in my life. It broke me out of the programming. It broke me out of all that programming, and I can understand why it was considered a legal substance. Because if the masses were to broke out of all the programming, all the all the careful programming that the government put in place back then, it would be hard to control. People would be hard to control because it literally whatever the experience, like whatever marijuana, drugs, or whatever does to you, it just separates you from a physical reality. That was the first time in my life, and as crazy as this sounds, that I realized that I had a body. I guess I was in a deep sleep. I didn't realize I had a body. I was like, oh my God, I got a body. And I'm trapped inside of it. And that feeling, it was like I feel like a prisoner. And in that experience, uh, I was given a certain wisdom. I was never, I mean, based on how I grew up in the environment that I grew up in, um, it's kind of hard not to have a fear of death. Uh, People die every day, B. And in the environment that I grew up, that was a reality. So I never had a fear of death because it was honestly deep down, I guess I kind of expected it because, like I said, it would have been a natural occurrence. Um, but as I was sitting there thinking, like something just popped in my mind. It was like, dude, you'll never die. You're gonna live forever. You're gonna live it's gonna be an eternity. And that scared the shit out of me. And at the time, I didn't truly understand what it meant or what that message meant. I was like, dude, we never die. Physically, yeah, your body becomes inanimate. Whatever powers this body doesn't die. But the body, it can be damaged. And if it's damaged enough, then whatever powers this body, it turns off. It's like a light switch and the body becomes inanimate. And that's why you'll hear a lot of, spiritual teachers say you're not the body. Technically, that's true. You're a combination of a lot of things. The mind, body, and spirit. It's a combination of things. And marijuana helped me see that. Now, I no longer need that, honestly, because what all marijuana did was help me to achieve something that I can already do myself. Um, I already live on higher planes of consciousness, of awareness, of existence, because I seek this information out, and that allows me to quote unquote be high. But before that, it was too much at one time. It was like water holes at one time, and uh, I had to face a fear because I was curious when I first did it and I had that experience. I was like, man, I'm scared to do this, but I got to do it. I got to, because I literally felt like I left this earth, man. It was a crazy freaking experience. It's crazy. But I wouldn't be who I am to now without it. So it was what is that shit called? It was a was a canon moment or some shit like that with Spider-Man. It was a canon moment. It was definitely my canon moment. If that didn't happen, I don't know where the hell I'd be. I really don't. That's just how powerful that moment was. And for me to even do something like that, I had like it. I was in a very like that was when I was in that dark spot because I would have been considered a quote unquote square. I was square. I was very straight. I didn't believe in a lot of things. Um, I was very adamant about how I lost my virginity. I didn't want to. I wanted to, as weird as this sound now, but back then, this is what we were programmed to look for. I wanted a woman that was pure, a woman that was also a virgin, just like myself, and I wanted to be each other's first, and Disney Channel magical, stupid shit like that. I got what I wanted. I got exactly what I wanted, but that I'm just saying that as an example of just how square I was. Green, I guess. But so for me to even consider doing or consider even smoking marijuana at the time would have been crazy. If anybody that knew me at the time knew that, they was like, oh my God, is there something wrong with you? There was something wrong with me at that time. Like I said, it was a very dark time for me. But I'm glad I went through it because it definitely was what shaped me to become who I needed to be. And I guess that's all that matters. It's played its role in my life. It no longer has a role. I did do it one more time later in life. Me and my brothers went to Colorado, and this was probably during like before COVID, I think. But we went to Colorado. They got all kind of exotic shit down there. And I tried it one more time, and I just realized that it's just not for me anymore. It's just not. Man, shit, I got so freaking high that I went to the airport and missed my whole flight. But I fucking, dude, I'm sitting like when I think about that situation, I'm just glad that because they could have just banned me from the damn airport because I was in the airport high as hell, like super fucking. I missed my damn flight. Don't even know how I did the shit. Completely missed it, and I had to wait like an hour or two just to get on a new flight. Pay $50 for the transfer and everything. Don't know how the hell I did it, but I managed to do it. But I definitely, so when I was in Colorado though, I did meet this guy on the elevator. I was talking to my brother about, I was like, man, this thing is medicinal. Like before, I guess because I was so broken, I didn't feel the medicinal side of it. But, at that time, obviously I was building myself up. I was building myself out of that darkness. And when I was doing it, I was like, man, this is medicinal. I could just feel like it was looking for something to fix. But I've been doing the inner work since the first time. I mean, it had a lot to fix, so I didn't feel the medicinal side of it. But I was like, man, this is medicine, man. I don't know if this is right for me anymore. And then the guy that was next to me, or that was in the elevator, was like, yeah, dude, like he had cancer, and he said that the doctors, all they do is prescribe some drugs and, that don't help. But that marijuana, that Mary Jane, that's what keeps him able to function, to be able to get up in the morning to work, provide for his family. He said that this is all he needs. He stopped taking all of his pharmaceutical drugs. He started smoking weed, or I guess Mary Jane or flower or whatever they want to call it nowadays. And he said that's all he needs. I said, yo, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Silver, 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 silver. Man, that was nasty though. All right, I mean, if he have another inside candle, you know, I guess I'll trade it. I guess I'll just trade the break of the inside candle, but we'll just wait for it. Yeah, 15 minutes. Hmm. I'm honestly, I wouldn't even smoke weed now. Like honestly, like the stuff. Well, my biggest concern is kind of what you're talking about, Cave Trader. My biggest concern now would be that I would have to trust the person that's supplying it. I would definitely have to trust them because of what these guys are doing now. You don't know what the hell you're getting from people, so you definitely have to trust the person that you're getting these substances from, for sure. Hmm. And this thing wants to pick and choose when I want to do that shit. It wants to pick and choose. All right, so it looks like we are getting that drop from that fair value gap. Let me see if I would have actually survived this. So the 50% mark of this is what, 425? Let me see if I would have survived that. If I took the 50% of that, 425. It doesn't look like I will, but yeah, I wouldn't have been able to survive that. Taking the 50%, but it did. So I guess what I probably should do is wait. So if I have a fair value gap, is just wait for the sweep, because it looks like it came back to the 50 right there and then is dumping now. It's coming back to the original breakout area right here. It's coming back to the original breakout area. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Ain't nothing for me to fix no more. But we can definitely drink. We can drink together. Actually, I don't even drink no more either. But it's no. I mean, drinking socially is not a big deal. I don't have a mind about that. Definitely a drink. Oh, well, shit. The only thing that right now, so I think I think tobacco's my thing. And when I mean more about tobacco, I'm talking about hookah. Honestly, I enjoy smoking hookah. I prefer tobacco. Oh, I guess I have to be very clear about that. If it's too harsh, then no, I'm not fucking with it. But as long as the hookah is as long as it's smooth, I don't necessarily need none of the flavor or nothing, because I mean, just the feeling itself is, it's straight. But I don't need none of that flavor and all that other crap and stuff that they try to put in it. I don't need none of that. He said more for us. Well, I guess if I wanted to get back in at my original entry. Man, Silver, why you did that to me, man? Why you do me like that? Man, why you do me like that, man? Why you do me like that? Well, shout out for Pine Tree Trader for sharing this strategy. We can definitely use it, and we can work to. I'm pretty sure we can combine this. I mean, obviously, I mean it's not magic or nothing, you know. I mean, it works for a reason. I mean, we can find an inside bar close to supply and demand or near a structure. We can definitely take a quick scalp. I can't. I can't give this thing no 82 ticks or nothing though. This is not gonna be an inside candle. They're just gonna probably take this high out. Yeah, can probably take this high out. Yeah, okay. It's no longer an inside candle. And okay. Wow. That sucks. That sucks. That's... That sucks. So I mean, I guess I can just use a combination of, you know, my strategy, a passive aggressive strategy apparently. Passive aggressive. Uh, Let's do a combination of my strategy and this strategy right here in 75. Okay. All right. So I mean, we only got like 7 more minutes in the stream. We'll see. We'll see if we can get something. He says an inside candle in the 1 hour. I guess the real question is, would you trust an inside candle on a 1 hour? Would you trust it? Oh shit, my bad. It's like, dude, that doesn't even look right. I was looking at the 15-minute. You know, I was looking at the 15-minute, and so it looks like the 5-minute is probably the best time frame to do this on. I'm looking at the 3-minute. I'm looking at the 5, the 10-minute, and I mean the 10-minute is decent, but you would have missed that move. You would have missed the move. So, in my opinion, I mean you can do what you want, but I think the 5-minute is probably the best. Just basically just looking at what happens previously. Yeah, it just seems like yeah, if you get in at that 5-minute candle, you only have some times where it'll stop you out, but for the most part, that 5-minute inside bar candle is legit. It's definitely legit. Yeah, it's definitely legit. Especially if this thing just keeps, yeah. If it doesn't stop you out, it's legit. I'm not gonna give it 82 ticks of risk though. That's absolutely crazy. I'm pretty strong. Well, nah. Well, I mean, I guess you can do it on gold, but I feel like it's a waste of time. So look at the 5-minute Heikin-Nashi. Heikin-Nashi. What am I looking at, Investor Z? I'm looking at it now. Yeah. Yeah. My only concern with the Heikin-Nashi candle is that it doesn't give you the real price. That would be my only concern. And I'll be getting in at a but I can definitely use it as a reference though. Sure. Mhm. Well, if I didn't get stopped out, this strategy, this is a winning trade right here. So if I didn't get stopped out of this one, this would have been a winning trade. It actually came back to the entry, as crazy as that sounds, and then it would have been a second winning trade. So, hmm, hmm, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can build on this strategy for sure. Something more aggressive. Silver is perfect for that. You can make a lot of money in a short time. Shit, with 2 contracts, you make $700 and 72 ticks. But you really can't beat that. Can't beat that. I'm just looking for the next inside candle, man. Like, dang, give me another candle. You got an inside candle? You got an inside candle? I'm looking for an inside candle. I got that premium inside candle. It's only laced with a little bit of fentanyl. Hmm. Hmm. Honestly, as I was thinking about this documentary that I saw about this woman. Uh, she would she would go and have and interview these drug dealers. I honestly, I really don't know why they would allow themselves to be recorded, but I mean, it's just human nature for us to share information with each other. It's human nature. Um, and they would mask their voice, put on mask. And she asked this one of these drug dealers a powerful question. She asked, "Do you feel any regret about the harm you cause as you sell these drugs on the street?" And he said, "No." He said, "If I don't do it, somebody else will." Well, karma's a thing. Karma's real, man. If you fuck with somebody else's life, if you trespass against somebody else without their permission, karma comes back. I mean, it's one of the rules of this game. You don't trespass against your neighbor. It's a law. Spiritual law. You'll be fighting demons for the rest of your life. And that's exactly right, Tony. You can't do it. It doesn't make sense. You're sending out negative energy now. As I said, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you have permission, there is no karma. But you're selling these hard drugs like laced with fentanyl, heroin, unnatural shit that don't even grow. And just like what Cat Williams says, this mean all you're doing is taking a flower and lighting it, and you just have some funny effects, some great effects. Cocaine is not bad. It's natural. Weed is not bad. It's natural. But, heroin, fentanyl, all that other unnatural shit that you have to man-made stuff, that shit is not natural. It obviously has negative effects to the human body. You can see it. You just go down to your local, underneath a bridge or some shit like that. You can see the effects of these drugs. These people are not, they're victims of not, they can't control these addictions because what these drugs are doing is releasing chemicals, these feel-good reward chemicals, and the body's addicted to that. They're just a victim of human nature, or of our natural response to when these feel-good chemicals get released into our system. The body is addicted to addiction. So anybody that push these hard, unnatural drugs onto somebody and you fuck up their life, dude, that's karma. And then karma doesn't stay with you in this life. It's energy. It follows you. You go into your next life wondering why everything is so fucked up. And then obviously you can't realize it, but it's probably because you fucked up so bad in your past life. You done so much dirt. You got so much retribution that you had to make up for, that it can follow you into your next 10 lives. Like, in terms of time, what is 100 years, 1,000 years compared to an eternity? What is that? It's about somebody's 10 lifetimes probably. And that type of shit will follow you. Okay. Well, looks like I'm not gonna get another inside bar. I'm just gonna set my limit here. This could actually reject from this area. Looks like we did kind of double tap that area. Then at the same time, we could bounce at we could bounce though. Bounce. We could. I mean, we're in an area right now where price can literally go either way. So I would kind of wait for the breakout here and trade the pullback if you're still looking at silver. That would be my recommendation for this. Yeah, guys already see where I'm going to get in at. But actually, let me look at it, and then we'll call it quits here, because I'm definitely out of time for this session. Definitely out of time. And sometimes like I gotta really think about that. And it just seems like it's always something new. I guess all I can do is just really just do my best. Just look at the structure and just make the best decision available to me at the time. Okay. All right, but all right, guys. I'm definitely out of time for this session. There goes potentially the pump right there. We could see a pump here, so if you're short, just be mindful of that. But I do appreciate everybody that joined me this week. We definitely had a good week. Had a few mixed slip ups, but I did lose that 150K account. That was heartbreaking this week, but I was able to maintain my other accounts and be profitable in them. So I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to show gratitude for that. So we'll come back Sunday, refreshed. Actually, yeah, we'll come back Sunday. We have a half day on Monday. So we already have like basically a half week next week. So that's not going to be fun. But I mean, we're going to get through it. We're traders. We're going to keep jabbing. Shit, this is the only thing we can do. So with that said, no, okay. I was looking at this. My bad. I was looking to see if this one's gonna form an inside candle right here, and I was gonna probably take it before. Let's see. Oh, actually, let's just see if it forms the inside candle. If it doesn't, then we'll just end it. If not, then it won't. We'll see. I got 3 minutes. I can spare 3 minutes. If it just pushes through, then yeah, I'll just be done. He says earnings start next week. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's no longer inside candle. All right, everybody. Peace out, and keep on jabbing, and have a good week.